Is this thing on?
Well, how's it going? We're back for season 2. Well, how's it going? Well, how's it going? I am. That was a terrible start. I apologise.
How's it going? Welcome back.
Well, how's it going? That was terrible. That was so bad. Well, how's it going? Well, how's it going?
Well, how's it going? I'm not Ben, I'm Christian. I'm doing the intro.
Well, how's it going? Well, how's it going?
How's it going? We're back. Season 2.
That was good too. That was actually good. Well, how's it going? We are back for part 2 of our very special episode with our 2 guests. We cut the last one off without sort of ending it, so we'll
Chuck a disclaimer in and
chuck
we're
a disclaimer
back.
in and we'll go
2 weeks
straight
later
into this
and we're
one
back.
like we never left.
Yeah. 2 weeks later, we're in the same spot, same outfits. We've been sitting here a really long time.
We were having so much fun, we just kept going.
Yeah, that's it. All right, so we're going to join back on the bandwagon of advice with our experts. Our next one is, I'm interested in a property that's going to auction next week. How do I determine my maximum bid and avoid getting caught up in the emotion of the auction? It's probably a good one for you, Petra.
Yeah, it is really a good one. Emotions. That's how buyers really end up paying ridiculous amounts of money. You really need to know and understand the market really where and why this property should sell for that price. You really need to understand your budget, what you're comfortable with, but what's also your maximum budget. And you really need to set that boundary before you go to auction. And then it's really good to have actually a strategy in the auction. So for example, if a property will sell for $1 million, you're not going to start and open the bid at 900,000. Like if you just going to go in, you need to go in really strong. So you're going to open a bid at 990.
Yeah.
Because
you want to knock people out.
Absolutely. You need to be really strong and because if you just start and creating that momentum, actually people lose track of that.
Yeah.
And because they so wanted one, they will actually, that's how they, overpay. So when I go to auction, I just start really, really strong and I'm just up against one person only.
Intimidate them. Yeah.
100%. And they're just all, oh, what just happened?
Yeah, she really wants it. She's going to keep going.
Quick
That's
and
probably
fast and see you later.
And rent a Ferrari when you knock out.
Well, yeah.
So like, no, you got.
I've never done that.
We actually had an auction and they thought my dad was a developer there, but my dad was the real estate agent for the property. And they were all whispering, being like, oh, the big property developers here, this and that. And pointing to my dad and we're like, he's the agent of the property. His tactic, he was just like, oh, no, Madison, don't say anything. If they think that I'm here to bid, just let them go. It was so funny. It was so good. Yeah. But I also find when you have auctions at the home, not in a room, it also brings out more emotion. When you're in that backyard or in the kitchen of that property, that's why I tend to like them having them on site.
Yeah.
I really don't like the auction rooms.
I don't either. They're sterile.
Yeah.
It feels like you're just auctioning cattle.
It's just like a number. Yeah, 100%.
It's
just
not
like a number.
It's just a transaction. Which it is.
It's easier for them to just do it en masse.
Yeah. But then to me, I don't know, I just think that having it on site and that.
Oh, it's personable. You do the inspection before, you get people, you're talking.
To them. Yeah.
Completely agree. You don't want to watch 3 properties go before and then you're sort of like, oh, are we up now?
Yeah.
Going? Yeah.
And that's how it ends up being a lot more emotional auction too.
Yeah.
So probably advice is go in strong, have someone there to not let you bid higher, tell them what your budget is and they take the paddle off you when your budget's up.
That's good for that. A wog mother.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Or a Macedonian husband.
Yeah. That's
or a Macedonian husband.
Yeah. Really good.
But as well, for example, if you know that that other buyer is also really exhausted, if you know that it's only $5,000, it's probably good to actually outbid that a little bit. And because otherwise you're starting from scratch and just wasting your time again while that market already moved. So really also consider that. And also if you're looking at okay, now I'm spending $1,050,000, what else can you buy for $1,050,000? There's probably nothing. as you like.
What are
So,
also your thoughts
yeah.
on making an offer prior to auction?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, always do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you think, oh no, what if on auction day it would go for less and they've paid overs just to secure it
I like
before?
auctions because buyers don't like auctions.
Yeah. It's also
yeah, I
like
love
it's
it.
out in the open as well. There's no secrets. There's no smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
It is what it is on the day.
Yeah.
Who's interested is in the room with you or
Yeah.
on the phone.
It is the most transparent way.
It's the most transparent way.
But
It is.
if from a buyer's perspective, it is extremely
They just
nerve-wracking because you don't have
Intimidating.
time to sit on your
Yeah.
decision. It's
Well,
it's
I have
now
so
or you
many,
miss out.
yeah, family or friends that are like, "Can you go bid on my behalf? Can you go do?" Because they just don't want to put the paddle up. So
Do you
no, I
bid
get
for
it.
clients often?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We
Yep.
do auction bidding only as well.
Yep.
So yeah, it's really, really it's very yeah, people really asking for it. So it's good.
Definitely
yeah, I
get
love
asked a
auction.
fair bit about tips and stuff like that from some people, and I completely agree with what you said. Going hard
You
and
need
try
to
and
go
scare the
hard
competition off.
because like just really put yourself in that vendor's
Yeah.
shoes. Like if you got a property that's worth $1 million, would you actually sell yourself for 900,000? Just
You get
like
you get a
it's
lot
not
of
gonna
people showing
happen.
up thinking they're going to get a steal,
Yeah.
and the amount of times we've been to auctions and
Especially
there's
if it's a
people that just
knockdown
register
or
and they do
yeah.
not do
That's it.
anything.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be fair
Infuriating.
too.
It's normally
so-
only two people bidding.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe three, but usually two.
Might be a
Yeah.
couple more that are registered that have just shown up from Sydney or something and
Yeah.
thinking they're going to get it for nothing, but not generally the case.
Oh, it just
Yeah.
really also tears my heart. Like when, people just rock up at that day of auction. It's like, oh, do you have do you have everything sorted? Did you see the building end past? No. Did you negotiate on a contract? No, but that's okay. We want a bid. I'm like, oh, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good luck. I'm like, I hope they don't get it because this can be a disaster. But anyway,
I literally had a
people just
client.
don't know.
I had a client that literally did that
Yeah.
3 weeks ago.
They
They
got
came
it?
to me and said on the morning after the auction and said, "I want to get out of this contract." Like literally freaking out, buyer's remorse, having heart palpitations.
Did you hand it back and say you can't?
Well, I was on a Zoom call consoling them. I was going through it. It was referred by a broker. So me, the broker, and the clients were all in this web call. I'd never spoken to them before. I'm like trying to basically let them know there's no way out unless I can find something wrong with the contract. So I'm flicking through, and this place had a humongous pool. And then I get to the end, which is where the
Your
pool
pool
certificates
certificate.
normally are. There's no pool certificates. So they're required documents in the contract.
Yes.
So the conveyancer had forgotten to put them in. And so I thought, perfect, that's our way out. So I issued a notice terminating the contract or rescinding the contract based on the fact that there was no pool certificates. You have 14 days from exchange to exercise your right to pull out on them, which we did. Got their deposit back, saved them.
Oh, the
the
agent
deposit
was probably.
plus being sued for the
Bless you.
difference, and they were the only bidder at auction as well.
Oh.
They paid top dollar. So I won't tell you the amount on the location, but
After we stop recording you.
and
You did well. You've earned your fee on that one.
yeah, yeah. I actually didn't even charge them much either because I felt really bad for them as well. But it's basically, I thought this is a great story I can tell for the next 50 years of what not to do.
Don't just show up
Yeah.
and
Don't
get
just
dragged
show
into
up.
it.
They got so lucky that I found this and that I picked up on it as well.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, those vendors would have
Imagine
been
the agent.
cursing you. Oh, I would
yeah.
have been
I actually have to look. I should look up and see if it's sold again or not.
Let's do that after.
I
Yeah.
doubt
Actually
it.
just having goosebumps, like just hearing this
Yeah.
story. I was like, oh
Yeah.
goodness.
Oh no. And imagine because the agent wouldn't have picked that
No.
up either.
No.
Like,
No.
not
Okay, that's
really.
their job.
I think he
No.
called me crying actually.
The agent.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to hear who
Why
it
are you
is.
telling people I
It's a
called
he.
you crying?
So the next one is more related. It's a similar thing, however, related to a private treaty. I've missed out on several properties. I'm worried I'm going to end up overpaying just to secure something. How can I tell whether a property is fairly priced or I'm paying overs?
I see this all the time. Everyday thing. It's like we deal with, we get a call so many buyers where they just keep missing out. Like you're just gonna be super realistic. Like you gotta know and understand your budget
Mhm.
that you have, and you cannot just be looking at properties that is for sale
Yeah.
because yes, they are underquoted. But you're gonna be looking at the properties that sold.
Yeah.
That is the most important thing. And I always actually put that story to another thing. Like, you probably will know yourself how much is, let's say, eggs
Mhm.
in the market, supermarkets, and you will know how much is like, and if you see eggs for $10, you'll be like, oh my God, they're so expensive. But if you see eggs for $4, you're like, oh, hang on,
They've
they're
dropped.
really
Yeah.
cheap.
Yeah.
Like that's bargain.
Yeah.
So you really got to know really how much is like eggs in the market, like how much is this 3-bedroom house with 1 bathroom
Mhm.
on that size of a block in this suburb, but
Yeah.
in this street. So if you know that, then you'll know if you're actually overpaying or you're not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
It is.
The chicken or the
We're
egg.
trying
That's
to
it.
get them to
You're
overpay
just
at the
gonna
same
know it as your
time.
groceries.
Yeah.
That's how you get to know the
You could
market.
sell your cage steak as it's free range.
Yeah, but then a conveyancer might pick up
Yes.
that we told them something wrong.
Only the good ones.
Yeah.
The property I'm considering is in a flood affected area. What due diligence should I undertake before committing to the purchase?
I feel like this is so common in the
Runnels.
last
So
2
common.
years.
Well, I think it's just
especially.
anything east side of Memorial Drive is
Mm.
almost now
Yeah.
flood. Anything west side of
It's
Memorial Drive is bushfire. And that's when everyone goes, I've noticed it's in the bushfire. I'm like, so is everything
Mm.
Yeah.
along the
Yeah.
whole escarpment.
Yeah.
You are in
absolutely.
Wollongong, you're in Illawarra.
What do you
Yeah.
mean it flooded in 1997?
Oh my God.
I know. Well, my first go-to is NRMA, quick quote.
That's smart.
Always quick. Just NRMA, you can like
Are they
you don't
paying
need
you
to
for this quote?
NRMA, hello.
Exactly.
Said it
Not
4 times,
sponsored.
NRMA.
Sponsor me anytime.
I'll take a sponsorship.
Just give me some half price insurance. I'll take that.
100%. No, but why NRMA? I'll tell you why. But no, it's just you can just do that quote super quickly. You don't need to actually
Yeah.
put your details. Do not put your details in because you will
call
get
you
a
for 2
clause
years.
in there. Just lie a little bit about like you actually purchased this property and you are the owner,
Yep.
so you just keep going. But yeah, it gives you and spit out that great quote, and then you will know really what if it's actually you can get an insurance or
Yep.
not. But also how much is
How
that?
much is it going to be?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Make sure you tick if it's flood zone, flood cover. Tick that bit
Yeah.
because that's going to make a difference. And some of it
Would
is
you-
uninsurable as well.
Would you guys recommend not purchasing within a flood zone, or if it is uncoverable, or it's just the property
Look,
dependent?
I bought property in flood zone, but just because like the clients absolutely loved it
Yep.
and the location and everything, proximity to the school that they wanted to
Most
be.
of East Wanoon down there on
and-
Beach Drive and all those streets,
Yeah.
Dorrigo, Robson, they're all flood. Like my
Yeah.
parents had to build up 1.5 meters out of the ground to
Mm.
actually build there. It's the most popular spot in the
Yeah.
Illawarra. It's
Yeah.
those 6 streets. So I don't think
Mm.
people are going to deter from buying there. It's just,
Yeah.
I guess, whether they're willing to fork out that money for the insurance.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
it's a bit of a
Yeah.
calculated risk at the same
Yeah.
time as well, and
Yeah.
a
If you
bit
want it
an
bad enough,
understanding thing.
Like you're just gonna know what you're dealing with.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like I always say, like our job is to really uncover all the red flags
Yeah.
before you purchase the property.
Yeah.
So as long as you know and you know what you're dealing with, then go for it.
Just have
And
a
if you're
tinny
comfortable for
ready
that,
in the
Yeah.
driveway.
So
You
I
need
thought
to
you were
float
like
out.
crack a beer, have a tinny in the
No.
a few sandbags
Is it called a
around.
tinny or a dinghy?
A boat. No, you're right. A tinny,
Oh.
a tinny, but like a
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I have to
Tinny in the
explain it,
tinny.
it's not funny, is it? Now.
You just need a tinny in the tinny.
Good to laugh.
A buyer's agent has presented me with an off-market property. How do I know whether it's genuinely a good opportunity and not just a property that couldn't sell publicly? Well, you're obviously not trusting in your buyer's
hang
agent.
on.
They need to call you.
Like I don't understand. What do you mean publicly and off? Like
I think that
it's-
it was on the market and then now
and then
they've
go back.
yeah,
off
now it's off the market and
Okay.
yeah.
That makes a lot more sense then. um, like your guts, like you will know like if you like the property or you
Yeah.
don't, and don't feel like pressured because your buyer's agent said that this is
Yeah.
great property. it needs to be your decision. It's like you are the final decision maker yourself. Like you are the one paying this money. So,
but she's
you
also
must like
paying
the
the buyer's
property.
agent. Surely she's trusting her buyer's agent that they're bringing them only stuff that's in their best interest.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure you wouldn't just bring
Oh, no.
anything to your clients.
Of course not.
Having
I
said
know
that,
it sounds.
Sorry, but that's
it's because
definitely not.
there's a lot of cowboys out there.
There
aren't
is a
there?
lot of
So
cowboys
that's the
out
problem.
there. That's the
I just feel like the
little
buyer's
issue
agents are like
there.
the saints and we're like the devil.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
as you exactly what you just said. Think about it. We're technically being paid by the client as well. Do they generally listen to us?
No.
Hey, this is a really good offer.
This is an amazing offer. There's actually 200 grand
No,
over the
we're not
market
taking it.
appraisal.
We're not
We're
taking
not
it.
taking it. Oh, you're a liar.
I really think we should spend $5,000 on just a fresh coat of paint. No,
Nah.
I'm not spending that.
Oh, okay.
So unfortunately, we live in a day and age where people
No one
pay for
trusts them?
services and they don't trust the people that they
Yeah.
engage.
True. I guess when I get a haircut, I'm always closing my eyes going, God, is she going to give me a botch job? And you're paying for the haircut. So I guess it all falls into
Yeah.
line.
Yep.
Yeah, but look, to finish that, I think you should just really trust yourself. Like, you
Trust your
will
gut.
know. Yeah, trust your gut. Like if you like that property or if you don't, like it has to make sense to you. At the end of the day, like you are the one who's going to live there or
Yep.
invest there. So yeah, it needs to make sense to you.
Yeah. Good advice. I can't afford to buy where I want to live, but I can afford to buy an investment property elsewhere. Should I consider rent investing?
Look, me myself, so we buyers agents in Wollongong. We not buyers agent in, and like we don't buy properties anywhere else. We just really focusing on that Wollongong and South Coast area. And rent vesting myself, I am not really a fan.
Yep.
I just, I really buy properties only where what I know. Like if I can go and inspect it myself, this is the streets that I know. I know the community there. I know what's going on in that suburbs. How
You're not
it's the
taking
growth.
gambles with other people's
absolutely
money.
not. And there's so many buyers agents out there where they just buy across the whole Australia, and I am so against it.
Like these rural little towns on the border of Queensland and Northern Territory, it's the next big boom. Like I see these podcasts on Instagram all the
please.
time.
Yeah,
There's a
exactly.
reason they have such high rental yields. It's just the capital growth is non-existent.
Yeah.
Or they're mining towns. Or,
That's it. So like if you can, I don't know. I don't like really answering this question, but like rent vesting, I'm just not really a fan. I love supporting like owner occupiers. You're a family. You need to have a stable home. You want to raise your children in your home. That like
Not every 12
a
months,
landlord's going
maybe.
to knock on your door. I can't afford it anymore. I need to
Sell it. Yeah.
then you have to be moving your family. It's just not.
Well, it's even when I look at elderly people that say they're just going to sell and go and rent, back trade. And don't get me wrong, there's some situations where obviously they have to.
Yeah.
But I just think I couldn't imagine getting to your mid 80s and every 12 months the potential of having to move. You haven't got the energy to do it at our age. It's such a huge, task you have to do. Like imagine going inspecting properties, applying, not even knowing how to use a computer. I don't know. It worries me for elderly people to
no rental income. Oh, sorry, no income.
No, yeah. Rent's going up. Your pension doesn't change.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And and I see rent. If you're paying rent, I see it like you're throwing that money out of the window. Yeah. Honestly, I am not a fan.
Yeah.
So I would say majority of your clients and owner occupiers.
Like I would say about like 80% of our clients are really owner occupiers, and mostly it's really people from Sydney relocating to Wollongong. Yeah.
Interesting.
Albanese's made sure of that. All the investors have fled.
Yeah. I've made offers on 3 properties and missed out on all of them. How do I stay competitive?
Again, you got to know your market
and go in strong.
You got to know your market. Like if you see, unfortunately, underquoting is a thing still going on. So you just really going to look at the sold properties and going to understand your market because otherwise you're going to be here forever, and you need to know that this market in Wollongong is super strong and very stable, and it's literally moving every 3 weeks.
Yeah.
every 3 weeks the prices are different.
I also feel like when people get their budget, so say they can borrow up to 1.5, I feel like they put their search engines to 1.7 because they're like, oh,
Yeah.
maybe they've listed it to 1.7, but I could
Maybe.
snag it around the
Yeah,
1.5.
I
It's like
agree.
you need to look at 1.3
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and work
Yeah,
that
Yeah,
way.
the
that
way.
way.
Like,
Yeah.
10%.
that's what I think that people
Mhm.
are struggling with. They come through the properties and they tell me their budget's 200 grand under the asking
Yeah.
price. I'm like, well, get out.
And another problem,
Get out.
yeah, and another big problem is that they
Don't
will
wanna
look
do
at
it.
the whole Illawarra.
Yeah.
And like,
Hello?
if you only just look at Vanuna and I don't know, Fairy Meadow, completely different market, but
Yeah.
it's 5 minutes apart.
Exactly.
Like completely
Well, that's what I
different
always
thing.
say when someone says, where's your dream place to live in the Illawarra? I'm like, if it's anywhere from Wollongong North and you chucked a dart on a map, I could live there. Like, I'm pretty,
Mossman.
Yeah.
yeah, double bang. I could pretty much live anywhere because everything is just so close
Yeah.
in this vicinity that for the sake of a 300 grand price bracket to get the same
Yeah.
house 5 minutes further
Absolutely.
south,
Yeah.
you're going to take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. But if you're just comparing everything and everywhere, you're gonna be there forever. It's like I love to compare, these stories to like everyday story that we do. It's like you gotta know what you're cooking. So it's like if you're going to a shopping center, like if you're going to actually a Coles.
Yeah. I just love your
I know,
analogies.
my things.
You
Hang
don't
on,
buy eggs.
I'll tell you. If you're
making an omelette.
if you're just going to Coles and you're browsing and looking at everything everywhere, it's like you're looking at realestate.com.au and you're looking at all properties that
You need to
are
go on with
under
a list.
$1.5 million.
Yeah.
No, you're gonna know that you're gonna have, I don't know, potato bake or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
You got to go in with a
So
list.
you're just gonna be buying those ingredients for
Yeah.
that, and you're gonna be looking at and comparing prices for that. Like you can't be looking at, a prawns there and maybe salads there. Well, if you're going
just gonna
to
get
be
decision
buying
fatigue.
that, that's what you're having for dinner.
I'm
Decision
bad.
fatigue.
I'm
Like-
bad for that. I'll walk into the shops and I'll grab 10. Yeah, with one thing, nothing in mind, and you buy everything.
Yeah.
Right. If you go in with a plan, you're
You're just
actually
gonna have a
My
plan.
husband has to go
and
into every
in.
aisle
That's it.
before
Yeah.
he leaves the shops. We start in the certain section. We go
Actually, that's
up,
me as
down,
well,
up,
right?
down, up, down, and then we finish in the ice cream section, and then we have to walk back along the dairy.
See,
all the way to the meats.
and if you compare that to your property journey, you guys went and looked at houses, fell in love with them, then
Don't buy
fell
them.
out of love with them a day later, and
Yeah. Oh, I'm just very sporadic. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Spontaneous. Like I see something realestate.com, I'm there tomorrow and I was like, all right,
Impulsive.
buy it.
yeah, make
Yeah.
impulsive. I'll make an offer. I could live here. And then my husband's like the next day, oh no, we can't. And then I turn myself off and then he's fallen back in love with it. So,
But you can do it because you're in the property market
Yeah.
every day and you know what's going
both
on.
properties I've bought, I wasn't looking.
Yeah.
Like I just saw the open home
But
and I
you
just
know the
stumbled in.
market. You
I just saw
seeing
the
it every
open
day.
for sale sign and I
Drinking.
yes, drunk. Probably.
I'll take it.
I just saw an open for inspection
Sorry.
sign. I went in and had a look, and bang, I was like, I want it.
Mhm.
So I don't know, just
Yeah.
that's the way I've looked at
But
it.
you know the market. You know how much you should pay for it. You're
Mm.
obviously not going to end up paying.
Oh, I'm bad. I'll pay what you pay the worst real estate agent ever.
But
What do I
that's
have to
5,000,
pay so
this.
it's mine?
Yeah.
I feel like real
that's
estate
it.
agents are the worst. Like they're
they'll
they're
pay
just,
whatever.
they'll pay
if they
whatever
want
because
it.
they
Oh,
just
I
want it.
bought like 3 properties for real estate agents myself.
Yeah.
Because they just like, oh, we can't buy it
Yeah.
ourselves.
Yeah.
We generally
Like,
would
I
be
get
bad
it.
buyers. Like if
I'm
you
a
want to
bad buyer.
negotiate with another
Yeah.
agent.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So bad.
Imagine 2 agents bidding at auction, trying to outdo each other.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
egos.
1.6.
Yeah.
What's it? What's it?
The
Yeah.
egos would be horrific.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ego competition.
Oh.
This is the last one. So the market is really competitive. I've been told I'll have a better chance if I make an unconditional offer. Is it worth skipping my formal approval and building and pest inspection?
definitely
No.
definitely not. Yeah, look, it's not always. A lot of people think it's only about the price. It's actually
Your terms.
about your
Yeah,
terms,
100%.
about your conditions. So, most importantly, like if you can actually accommodate the conditions of the vendor, yeah, you can probably
Yeah.
grab a better price or the price that they are.
Even if you have a cooling off period, but then say, look, I can give you a 30-day settlement instead of a 42,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Just never skip your
That's
cooling off to get
Yeah.
your due diligence done. Due diligence.
Due diligence done.
Due diddly done.
I feel like you guys are generally pretty quick though, dealing with you as a team. Normally, you've got the contract over to Daniel, and you've already had a look at it.
Yeah.
By the time, let's say we put it online by Tuesday, and you've had a look at the contract
Oh,
by
yeah.
Saturday. Generally, these buyers aren't getting a conveyancer then until next Tuesday, Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
So they're
Yeah.
not in a position to make
Well,
any form of an offer.
We most likely we will inspect it in the morning and exchange in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people will see the property on Monday, hoping that the property stays on until Saturday,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
maybe do some offer maybe next week. Like we snap it within a day. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's gone.
It's about having the team and actually reviewing the documents because, so
Yeah.
many times I've had that. It's that people will just take way too
Yeah.
long.
Yeah.
But this is at the same time, this is our full-time job,
Yeah.
you know? Like we don't do it's our full-time job. So this is what we do during the day.
Yeah.
Dealing with all this stuff.
I think, in getting the right team gives you the advantage
Yeah.
as well. Like people
Hit 'em up,
don't necessarily
guys.
think of that. But like if I can process or review the contract and negotiate changes and give it advice same day, typically a conveyancer might take 3 or 4 days because they're
Yeah.
doing volume. I do very
Mhm.
low volume, high quality. Whereas a lot of them do high volume, low quality,
Yeah.
pump it
Yeah.
out. That's how they make their money.
Absolutely.
Who cares? They make mistakes like the other one I just told you about. And
Or
it's
if
just
you have a
no
solicitor
regard.
and they're stuck in a trial somewhere for
Yeah.
Oh,
3
yeah, that
days.
happens.
Oh my
please.
God. Sorry, they're in
That
court at the moment. They'll be back on Friday. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh,
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 God.
Surely,
yeah,
is there
yeah.
no one else in the office that is handling this
Yeah.
for them? Like, this client's going to miss
Yeah.
out on it now. Oh, yeah, you're going to have to wait till
Just
Friday.
call back.
Sorry.
Yeah, right.
I just call them, you need
Send him
something
an
else.
email. Yeah, all right.
Yeah. He's dealing with a bloody murder case in court. He just doesn't give a shit about them
It's-
buying a unit on Underwood Street.
Oh, God.
Exactly.
You're getting a bit close to home
Oh,
there.
it was the only street that popped to my head. I was really going to say
What
Burke
number?
Street, but I didn't want to throw
What number?
Kara under. Burke Street was my second option, but that's where Kara lives. We won't throw him under.
No.
You should
Am I
do a
allowed to say it?
podcast, Name and Shame. Like, all the people you hate.
Oh,
People that are bad.
I don't have too many.
no.
I could give you a
A lot
list
of people
about
just hate you.
20.
Yeah, just you.
Oh, God.
No,
If that's all your
funny.
questions, have you guys got any interesting ones, even from this year, last 6 months or so, that have been crackers? Probably a good way to describe it. With clients, or
crackheads, crackers.
without exposing too much or too much privacy, but
Well,
put you on the spot there.
I had a client, and before we engage with clients, we need to know, not just what property you like, but what's your goals,
Yeah.
what you really like, why you decided buying property, why now, what really matters to you and things. But then we also like to see, what properties you've been looking at in past and what you inspected and that. And we had a client and they started the call saying, we are entertainers. We are my husband is a chef and we just love entertain people. And I was like, okay. So in my head is open plan living, space, deck,
Outdoor kitchen.
outdoor area, big kitchen, that kind of house.
Your house.
Yeah, kind of. And then I was like, well, that's in my head if you say
Yep.
I'm an entertainer. Well, these guys, and they were like, oh, we've been looking at this property for 8 months. We looked at over 27 houses. I was like, we'll have these clients forever.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
That's a red flag when
All
someone comes
right.
in and
And
open.
she's
Oh,
like, do you have availability now? I'm like, I do, but I'm not sure if I anyway. Well, we took them on. And then I looked at really the properties that they were looking at. And I was like, why you even looked at this house? There is nothing it was enclosed kitchen and
Galley kitchen.
it was it was nowhere near entertainer's house.
Yeah.
And then when I said that to them, and I'm like, why would you even go out and actually inspect this house? It does not make sense on the floor plan only.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, you're right, Petra. I was like, I wouldn't want to cook in this kitchen myself. If you want to lock up yourself in this kitchen, then go for it.
Won't even make me goring in here. And you guys are wanting to chef it up.
Yeah, and and I said also you cannot actually create that open plan living because you had a stairs run in the middle of the house
There's no
as well,
options.
going upstairs. So no option to actually create open plan living. And I was like, okay, like we took them on. We went to see the first house and they bought it.
Oh, how good.
Yeah. So
Just
that was
opening
insane.
their eyes
And
to
their
they were
budget
looking in the wrong places.
and their budget was $1.2 million, and we bought it for $930,000 with
Oh.
ocean views.
Wow.
Oh, how good.
I'd
Well
charge
done.
them the difference.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no.
We just charge
Charge
flat
them
fee.
half the money they're saving
There's
in their
no
budget.
way.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no
You're still
way.
ahead.
You're still ahead. Exactly right.
No, we charge flat fee. We're happy with that.
That's good.
Yeah, so that
That's
was a
gold.
good story. Yeah, absolutely. It
Any
was
from
great.
you, Daniel?
Well, the auction one was my big one.
That's a good one.
That was a good one.
Yeah, I will say with the
Any
floor
good ones
plan-
with an agent or without naming the agent?
Oh, I can't. Oh, I can't do that. But no, I will say with the floor plan because my brother and sister-in-law have been looking for ages. They even found the perfect one 2 streets down. Actually, this has nothing to do with the floor plan. It was in a flood zone, and I did a free quote for them.
On an RMA?
Not on an RMA.
Why not?
Not until they pay me a sponsorship.
Petra secretly owns an RMA.
You can put it every time you say.
Yeah.
I just did a few of them. Right, the first one $10,000 a year for house
Wow.
insurance. This was 2 streets down from mine. My house insurance is $1,500.
Yeah.
So I'm like, 10,000. The next one, I think Allianz, uninsurable,
Mm.
blacklisted. So and then I did a few more quotes, maxed out the excess. I think the cheapest I could get was $8,000.
Was it in
And-
Preston Street, Flick Street?
No,
No, that's one.
something terrace, I think.
Okay.
2 streets down. I forgot what it was called. It would have been perfect for them as well. It ticked every box, but they didn't want to pay, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000.
Fair enough.
Hmm.
Yeah, and it probably hadn't flooded. There's a creek about, I don't know, 100 meters back that way. Maybe it flooded 30 years ago, but because someone had made a claim or there'd been a claim, I feel like they don't insure that whole area
Yeah,
for that.
wow.
And so they ended up selling it for a good price still. But I don't know if the person who bought it got the right advice too.
Hmm.
They probably didn't check what the insurance was. And so now
Yeah,
you
they're
bought
trying
a
to insure
property
it.
that's costing you 10 grand a year, or you can't get insurance, or you're paying 10 grand a year to insure the place. It's like, are you going to not insure your house? I don't know. It's a bit of a
A bit
risk
risky
too.
for sure. Yeah. Get around it some way, Dom.
A loophole.
Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. So yeah, it's sort of they didn't end up buying, and I thought it would have been absolutely perfect. Tick
Yeah.
every box. They've looked at 150 houses.
I
And
mean,
it's
it's
for 3
before or after
years.
the one in Cornwall that we were talking about. The one that they tried to buy.
No. That was before, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the other one. Yeah.
I have another story. I had a client and they're like, oh, your fees are just too expensive. We'll still do it ourselves. So I was like, okay, sure, like no problem. If you need any help, let us know. And then I really just love helping people where, they just even tell me like, hey, like, can you look at this property? I'm like, yeah, like, I understand your scenario, what you really want to buy. And then they send me this property in Shell Cove, and I know that they need double garage. And they send me this house. And
Oh, wait, they said they didn't want to take you on, but then still
because
sending you properties.
yeah. Sometimes I'm a little bit of parody.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
You've had a
I'm
few,
just
a few clients like that, surely.
You sure you don't
Oh.
want to? You sure you don't want to?
No. I'm just
They'll sign
I
with
can't
another
say no
agent
to
that's
Yeah,
people.
difficult.
I just can't.
People pleaser.
Yeah, I am sorry. But yeah. Anyway, and then they send me this house that they would like to go see it on Saturday. And I'm like, why? Why you want to see this house? And there's like this photo of like the house at the front and double garage. And I was like, why do you want to go see this house? And she's like, oh, it's perfect, double garage. And I'm like, hang on, did you look at the floor plan? And they're like, yeah, it's perfect, open plan living, loved it. I'm like, okay, well, the garage was actually not a garage. It was actually blocked out and they created
It's
another
like
bedroom.
yeah.
So I was like, you can park even one single car in there unless you open it up again and all
And then you
that.
lose a
And they're
bedroom.
like, no, it would be just too
Yeah.
much work and everything. I was like, okay, like you need to like listing will not tell you everything,
Yeah.
but at least
Yeah.
prepare yourself, read through the floor plan
Yeah.
and everything before you actually go and see the
Yeah.
property, because it's your time and it's your Saturday.
Mm.
Like, don't waste your time.
Yeah. 100%.
No.
That's good.
The agent did a good job then. They were trying to hide the fact that you
literally
you
just
couldn't
the
park your
photo
car in the
front of the garage. Amazing
park it in the
garage.
bedroom.
Bit of fumes,
You
but
can
there
see
we
right
are.
through the wall.
Yeah.
Get the kids to sleep. With you.
Come home after a few drinks and accidentally end up straight in
Yeah.
bed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So
Ah,
that was a good one.
Funny.
All really good stories.
Oh, there's tons.
I know. I was like, we could write a book.
Yes. Oh,
Literally can.
Even like Jared, the photographer we had on last week, like we've only probably done like 5 shoots together, and like 3 out of the 5 ones, we've literally just both gone like, oh my God, we need to write a book. This is so bad.
it's an industry where you definitely deal with a lot of things.
Funny
Yeah,
people.
very, very much so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, a big thank you to you guys. We really appreciate it, and I think it was a really informative one for especially people just
bit
getting into
serious
the
for
market
us.
as well. Yeah, it wasn't as much piss
Christian's
taking.
probably thinking,
Yeah.
oh God, what are these two planned to film? And it's a serious
Well, at least
one.
we were sober. He got drunk last
Yeah,
time.
I
we were
know.
on,
Sorry
but
about that last episode.
That's the secret to success. I think.
Oh, I don't know.
A couple of drinks, not for Christian.
I think it got banned off Spotify, the episode.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, no.
He was on one.
Yeah, he was crazy. Probably in better form than he is in Miami or wherever he is at the moment. But anyway, no, a big
That's
thank you to you
nice.
both. Really appreciate
Thank
you
you.
guys coming on, and
Thanks.
another informative one, and on to the next.
That's it.
Fantastic.
Reach out to
Absolutely.
them, guys, for any conveyancing or buyer's agent needs,
Yep.
property buying needs.
At Conveii.
Thank you. And Heims South Coast.
We'll be tagging them
We're
in all of
definitely
our
tagging for sure.
reels.
Property buyers.
double I. Double I.
That's it.
Yeah, the double I catches people out, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Every time I go to put your email in, I try to put Daniel, and then I'm like, no, it's hello at
It's hello
Conveii,
at
isn't it?
Conveii.
Yeah, Conveii.
Conveii.
All right. On that note, we'll check out.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Definitely.
Everything presented in this podcast is for information and entertainment purposes only, and all advice is to be considered general in nature. It does not take into account your personal circumstances and financial objectives. Please consider if this advice is right for you and look to consult a financial professional.